Alright guys, I'm out here at the property. I got my new DJI Action 4 camera that I'm recording on right now, and I've been actually messing around with it for the last half an hour trying to get a good setting. I have a lot to learn on exposures and lighting situations and setting it up for different situations. So I feel like it's a little dark right now because it's overcast and might rain today, but I'm showing up a little dark on the camera, so hopefully it's not too bad, and I'll do a little bit more research with that tonight. But we have we're out here at the property, and I got some puddles still. This is the day after Thanksgiving. This is November 24. This looks fresh enough that I might be able to dig in it. We're gonna try, see what happens, but yeah, we're just going to give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, excited with a new camera. Just got to figure it out. All right, guys, before I get started, I went down and got the tractor. We're still having beet juice, but it doesn't really seem like it's coming out. It's kind of dried up now. And I have gone over that 100-hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and check my air filter and make sure it's good and probably do some greasing. I said another thing to check is the water separator filter, so I'll look at that too and check that out, but I think that should be all right. All right, I pulled out my air filter and I don't have anything to blow it out with. That Locathor did all right. I'm just not going to take the time. This is nice and white and bright, and I'm going to go ahead and replace that. All right, guys, I was checking the axle fluid and it was low as well, so I'm going to go. I watched a video. It says you can use this hydraulic / transmission oil for that. So I'm going to go ahead and top that off and help that out a little bit. Then I'm going to be going around and greasing all these fittings that are around. All right, glad I did that. I replaced the air filter and went around and greased the fittings, and that axle needed quite a bit of fluid. So that was good to check on. Now I feel a little bit better for the tractor. I've been pushing it hard, so I need to take care of it. So let's go and check and see how the soil, if it's going to let me dig in it after all this rain. All right, I started to drive off to go over there, and I looked back and I forgot I just been putting a synthetic grease on here. Put a little dab around all my my 3-point connections for metals rubbing on metal. This is going to switch back and forth and slosh by the time I get over there. Get a little bit of smoothness there so it doesn't wear out. I don't know if that's going to do any good, but I think it'll probably help preserve the life of it anyway. All right, guys, I went over there once. Went and dumped some dirt up there. Looks like a pretty muddy mess. But I think I'm going to go ahead and keep trying because maybe after I get down a little bit of a layer there, it'll be a little drier. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. All right, guys, taking a break here for a second just to show you what's going on. So I'm still dumping along my road, and I'm just pushing through the mud. And it seems like, you know, the sun came out, clouds are going away for a little bit, so hopefully this is going to start drying a little bit. And I feel like the more I go, see, this is still kind of really caked on, so the mud's still sticking, but the more I go, I feel like it's getting a little bit more, I'm getting deep enough that it's a little less wet and a little bit more powdery. So I figured I need to get this done because, you know, it's going to rain again not too long from now, and I might as well push through this and do it while it's this muddy instead of, if I wait every time till it gets dry, then I don't know if it's going to get dry. I'm fighting this rock still. Something to think about if you're ever cutting your own pad. Summer tends to be pretty wet here too, so I'm not quite sure if there's a best time of the year to do this. Probably the fall, because we seem to have the least amount of rain, at least since I've been here, was the fall. So hey, keep on pushing. All right guys, a little bit after 5. Thought I'd wrap it up a little early today before it gets too dark. Probably doesn't look any different to you than it does every single time I show you. But I did get deeper on this corner and that corner. Been going at it for about 7 hours. So that's where I'm at. So I've been building up along here because just piling over there, I know eventually I'm going to put over here anyway. I wanted to widen this road at some point, so I've been dumping, which ends up taking me a lot longer than if I could just dump right at the edge there. But I'm trading doing this later at another time, doing it now. Instead of piling it here, and then on one of my boring or a day that I don't have anything to do, then moving it from there to there. So might as well just do it now. So yeah, wrapping it up a little early and going to Tractor Supply. I think I'm gonna get a pickaxe, I think, and just, you know, I can't sit there and do physical labor all day long, but that could be a solution to make things a little bit easier. Just break up the rock and then I can scrape it up. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get a couple other things for the tractor for the maintenance and stuff like that. Cooled down in the last hour or two. Started getting kind of, I'd taken my sweater off and I just put it back on. It was getting kind of cold. It was like low 40s when I got here. I have no idea what it is right now, but probably only 50 something. All right, guys, I will be planning on making it back out tomorrow. See you next time I'm out here. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is November 25. What time is it? 9:44. Got out here at a decent time because I brought this little fella with me today. Juga didn't want to come the other day, but I don't know, today he decided he'd go. He just lays down and there's no way I'm picking him up. He's eating and drinking right now. He's a good boy. I bought this yesterday at Tractor Supply, and gonna go after some of that rock today and see if that works to bust it up faster than the tractor can. So that's the plan. I'm gonna just get to digging. Probably not gonna be much different than usual. Alright guys, thought I'd show you a little bit how far I've come today. It's only kind of midday, but this is where I'm at, and you can see I'm getting a rock up. Rock. This is the main corner where there's rock, but I'm kind of digging in. So 3 ways I'm doing things is these teeth on here. I can tilt it in and really dig in, and dropping my box blade with these tines. They dig in real nice, and that's kind of the 2 things obviously that are working the best, kind of in combination with each other. But I am taking the pickaxe and hitting a couple of spots that are just kind of, I don't know, this thing can get it, but it just, I kind of break it up a little bit and it gives it a little head start, a little cheat for it to get going. So that's what we're doing right now, and seems to be going pretty decent. I'm just hitting some stuff that's a little bit on the corners. Drag the tines over this, and it gets a lot of it out. This kind of loosens it up a little bit in certain places. that's what we're doing there. Hard work. Whew. Winds me. Got a little bit over here. I'm working on this corner. Clay mixed with rock. One other spot over here, kind of working on. All right. Whew. That's the stuff right here. That's a real booger. All right. So that's mostly what I'm doing. It might not even really be necessary. If I was willing to put in more time just going back and forth with the tractor, but I hit a couple of spots where it kind of gets, where I'm not getting enough dirt out. So I'm busting that up a little bit. All right, guys, I'm winding up a little bit earlier than usual. Gonna go ahead and, it's about almost 5. Sun's going down. But I decided to finish a little early because I got a Juga. And he's going to be a challenge. He doesn't like riding in the truck. So I don't know what I'm going to... in the back. I don't know if he's going to cooperate tonight or not. A couple days ago he did not cooperate and didn't want to get in, so I didn't bring him. And then today he did. So, but he was very nervous again and moving around a lot. Anyway, this is what we've done, what I've done. And I got down into the rock pretty good today. Kind of, this behind these sticks basically didn't really need to be done much anymore. It's on this side of the sticks. So, getting down lower. Remember, I needed to go from that stick there to that corner, and that and this corner are supposed to be about 27, 28 inches deeper. So we'll just keep on working on it, keep on doing it. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. In the beginning, I thought it was going to take forever, but then once I got a system, I thought it'd go faster. But it is what it is. There's the Juga. He's happy boy. Maybe he knows where we're getting ready to go. Huh? You think so, Juga? You ready to go? Alright. So we'll catch you guys next time I'm out here. Alright, guys. November 26th. About 9:30 in the morning. Pretty cold this morning. Got up, or when I got out into the truck, it was about 32, I think. And it's 37 down here. Pretty cool. Cold. Not just cool. It'll be a little bit chilly starting out on the tractor, and just going to keep on doing this. I'm sure you guys are wondering, just like me, when is this ever going to be done? But I think Friday of this week, it's showing 4 days of rain, so I need to get this done before that. That'll postpone me a really long time working in that. So the last time it rained, it held some water. All right, guys, I'm going to get to work. All right, guys, it's 5:30 just about. Wrapping it up. I think I'm getting close. I just can't fathom how much dirt there is. I never would have guessed it was going to be this much dirt. It's crazy. I don't know how many days I've been doing this now, and I still have a good solid day or more, I would say. We need to measure this now and see how far I've gotten down. But tomorrow I'm not going to be out here. Val and I have an appointment in Greenville for our car to get serviced. And it's her day off, so we're going to make a day of it. our date is going to the car dealership to get a 30,000 mile maintenance done. You do what you can do, you know. All right, guys. I'll see you the next time I'm out here. Hey, good morning, guys. It is November 28th at about 10:40 in the morning. And I was here about 9, but Roger met me out here, and I didn't want to take his time by getting camera out and doing all that stuff. So something you can learn from me is that I did not measure the land, the slope while I was doing this. I was eyeballing it and thinking and just feeling I needed to go deeper. And in some places I end up going up to 15 inches too deep. So now I'm having to put dirt back. So when you're doing this, keep measuring your angles. Learn from me. It sucks. I was out here doing this for so long and day after day, and I end up doing too much work. Now I gotta put it all back. So it is what it is. Nice and cool day today. Yesterday didn't work. Val and I went to Greenville, South Carolina, take the car in for maintenance, spend the day together, and now I'm back out. And tomorrow she's off again, and I may spend the day with her tomorrow. So that's where we're at. Roger's going to come back in a couple hours, check on me, and see if my grading is going all right. It's kind of tricky. Part of the 3-point on the tractor, the O-ring, gave out in the piston that makes the 3-point go up and down. So I'm going to have to get that fixed so it makes it a little bit harder and more finicky to deal with. Anyway, I'm just going to deal with it. Do what I can. All right, back to work. All right, guys. About 1:30. Just filling you in and showing you what backfilling looks like when you made a big mistake and dug too much. Oh, as I'm doing this, I'm so frustrated with myself because I was pushing myself hard and thought I needed to go deeper, and it just turned out to be a big... You can see over there where I'm taking out that hill and just working my way back. So frustrating to have done work that I didn't need to do. And on top of that, it was rough on the tractor and it's taken some wear and tear. So I guess you live and learn, right? All right, keep on going. All right, guys, we would have went longer, but it almost ran out of gas, so I had to stop. There's some diesel for that, and tomorrow Valentina's off, so I probably won't be out here. We got some other things to go do together. So this has been a very frustrating day for me in the fact that I've pulled that much dirt back to fill this in. Roger came out and helped me with the measuring, and we've basically got this end now flat and even, but we still have more to do over there. And it's just frustrating. I don't know. I think our measurements were off the first time around because it doesn't make sense that I could have went that far over down. We had decided I need to go down 28 inches or something like that, and now I'm coming back up 15. There's no way I went that far down. Whatever. I know I'm going to have a lot of frustrations over the course of the next year building this house and putting stuff in, but I just put a lot of time and effort in and hard on the tractor and all that stuff. So anyway, Thursday I should be back out here and hopefully knock this out and get this all level. That's the plan. So we'll see you guys then. All right, guys, November 30, 9:30 in the morning. Yesterday, Val and I, she had the day off, so we went to Greenville again, and we had seen a couple of rugs there that Val wanted for the house when it's built, so went there and bought some things for the house. This house and house we live in now. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and keep on filling this. Try to smooth it out. Had to buy some diesel. Ran out there on, what was that, Tuesday? So we're gonna get to it. 33 degrees this morning, kind of brisk. It's been 3 days straight of sub-freezing temperatures in the night, but it's made for working, not being so miserably hot. So that's been good. So here we go. Let's get to work. All right, Roger's out here running the tractor right now, and he's leveling the pad. Looking good. We're almost there. All right, guys, that was kind of the final scraping the top here and leveling it out. So we're kind of roughed in now. We got that fairly smooth, fairly flat. And now I'm waiting for septic permit, well permit, get that taken care of. And then we can start proceeding on applying for a building permit. So yeah, our next thing will be kind of waiting on permits and stuff. So I'm going to go in and call them pretty soon, or go in and visit them. Right now, to kill time, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to level this out now that I know how to use the box scraper a little bit better and know how to use some of this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and try to smooth out our driveway a little bit more, because I need to move the truck out of the way, and I'm going to take care of this hill too that I built all this dirt up on, and I'm going to try to round it out and make it kind of rounded so I could not have quite a steep a slope. So someday when lawn is growing on there, I can mow it at an angle and not fall off the tractor. So hey, that's the plan. Gonna get on it. All right, guys, 5:05, sun is going down. It's been a long day, even though it's kind of an easy day. I don't know. I was on the tractor again a lot today, but I evened out the driveway all the way up to the front road. Then I took this dirt here that I'd added and kind of put it at more of an angle. And then, surprise, surprise, I made this a road so we can get deliveries. Roger had mentioned some guys might be willing to back down there, and even if they stage it up here, this would still give me a ramp I can go down with the tractor and trucks and our trucks and all that stuff. So that's what we're looking at. So it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Looked, though, it's only showing not till afternoon, which might kind of work in my favor, because I was hoping to start doing these piles here, start burning them up. So the plan tomorrow is I'll take the tractor and rip a dirt spot and like designate a burn area and start burning and get rid of some of this stuff. And then by evening it's supposed to rain, so that'll be perfect. And then the next day, same thing, supposed to rain. I don't know when and where, but maybe I'll burn again for a second day in a row. Anyway, that's going to be it for the evening. If I run out of, if that doesn't work, I can always cut wood. I can stay home and edit or whatever. But yeah, this is what we're plan on doing is doing a burn pile tomorrow. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Hey, good morning, guys. It's December 1, about 9:30 in the morning. I did a little bit of running around this morning before I got here. Went and got me some lighter fluid, and we're going to start doing some burn piles today. It's been sprinkling all morning, so I'm feeling good about that. Not a heavy downpour, and we're supposed to kind of have wetness off and on all day, and I think tomorrow as well. So it's not been something that's been burning on my list, pun intended, but it'll be something nice to get done, clean up the land a little bit. So let's get to it. All right, guys, it's been sprinkling just a little bit. So this is our pile of roots and stumps and stuff, and I've already cleaned out all the brush right here. It's going pretty good. I think it's going to go a lot faster than I thought. Roger said if I put these stumps in there, they'll be burning for a week, and that is kind of common around here. But I've taken the tractor and kind of gone around and torn up the grass, and I'll just keep doing that as when the flames are kind of down, and so the grass doesn't catch on fire and keep spreading. But as it keeps sprinkling, it's wetting the grass, so it's not bad. All right, guys, constantly sprinkling, so it's perfect conditions. I'm rolling stumps like this in here right now. Big stump, root system. Pulling from that stump pile over there. So we'll see how it burns up. Got a couple in there and they're burning pretty good, so hopefully it goes faster than we think it would. All right, guys, slowly but surely the stump pile is getting a little smaller. There's some big stuff in there. Big stuff. I don't even think my tractor's supposed to be able to pull some of that stuff, but I hook it up to a chain and pull it. This pile's getting smaller. So I just been taking a little bit from the pile, this stuff, because it burns real well. And then I added over here to the brush pile more root than this stuff. That way I can get the roots to really get going, you know. They're the things that need to burn up the most. If I just threw all this brush on here, I'd be done today, and I'd have a bunch of roots left. So looking good. Nice hot pile. I gotta get this, the day is still young, but I gotta get this grass really down and out. And toward the time of getting ready to leave, I'll just let that almost burn out. But I've been told in North Carolina, or in here, you don't have to put the fire out when you leave. As long as it's cleaned up around it and it's just kind of smoldering, I don't need to put it out. Plus it's going to be sprinkling all night and all that stuff, and everything's kind of wet. I'd probably go to prison for a life sentence if I was in California. I don't know. It's a different world here. Totally different world. I got in trouble for burn piles, and people are on the edge there. And understandably, it's a tinderbox waiting to go up. But different rules, different people here. It's pretty cool. Feel a little bit more free here. All right, guys. Val actually came out and brought me lunch. It was super sweet of her. So I took a little break and was eating. Finished that, and I'm letting the fire kind of just burn out right now, or burn down. I'll go out there and mess with it here in a little bit. But Nikki bought this the other day, and I thought this would be great to set up as a workstation, a place for Juga to get out of the rain if he comes, or out of the sun, a place for me to get out of the rain or the sun when we're working. It could be serve all kinds of purposes. And then Val left, and I'm reading it, and the directions are saying it takes 2 people to put it together. But I'm going to see if I can put it together myself. We'll see. We'll see how long my patience are in the rain. All right, guys. It's a little after 4 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and head home. I was working on that tent thing, and I got it all up. And one of the pieces was broken on it, a metal thing in the roof. So it kept falling down, and I tried all kinds of things to mend it. And then it started pouring. So I just threw it all in the back of the truck. Maybe we'll try to return it. and went down and was fixing the fire and just kind of getting it all together and doing circles around it, make sure it's plenty of dirt around, and it started pouring on me pretty good. So I got out of the rain. It's funny, I've been covering my tractor this whole time since I've had it, 3 months now or something, with a tarp, and now that it's pouring down rain, I'm leaving it out. I'm leaving it right there. And one of the reasons is I do have a tarp I could have put on it, but it's already soaking wet, and on top of that, the thing is super dirty. So I thought, you know, what the heck, maybe it'll clean it up a little bit. I see them sitting brand new out in the rain all the time at the dealership, so I think it'll be all right. It's just over time, you wouldn't want to leave it sitting in the rain all the time or in the sun all the time, but it needs a wash. So we're going to drive by the fire, or I'll try to drive over there by the fire, take a look at it real quick on our way out. All right, guys, this is what I did with the fire. Put a nice ring around it. I think it's just going to sit there and smolder. Should be all right. It's sprinkling right now, just misting, but it was coming down pretty good there for a minute. And it's supposed to rain off and on through the night and start raining up again tomorrow morning as well. So I think it'll be all right. I think I moved this brush pile a little bit further away, and this is the stumps and roots. That pile got smaller. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be out here. I'm planning on it, as long as it's not pouring too hard, and try to get this done. If not, if it's just raining too much, I'll probably still come out and check on this, but may not work in it too much. So all right, we'll see you guys next time we're out here.